Hey, this is a video for subscribers to my newsletter, Crypto is Easy. If you are not subscribed, check the link in the description below, tap on that, click on it, head over to Crypto is Easy, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel. I don't plan on being a YouTube personality. You can see this hair, it's not the hair of a YouTube personality. But if you subscribe, you'll get the video at the same time everybody else does. So I wanted to try something different. I want to do a little mailbag today. I get some questions keep coming up again and again and again. And I wanted to, I'll pick two of these for today, and then maybe, the next video I'll pick another two, because they come up again and again, and I thought it might be easier. Well, it's not easier. I shouldn't say that, because I respond to everybody who asks. But I think it might be interesting for you guys for me to put that out there, and then So the first question is diversification and diversifying a portfolio between Bitcoin and alts. The question comes in different variations, but all along the lines of how much Bitcoin should I have versus how much alts, how many alts should I have a lot or a little, things like that. And then the other question is about taking profits. And before I get into those two questions, just in case you're wondering about Bitcoin's price in the market, are we going to crash or are we going to go up? If you're a premium subscriber, there are only two ways this can go that are realistic, that make sense, given how Bitcoin works and the metrics, the on-chain data, and just the general history, what seems realistic for Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market goes. I know it's two ways. There are two ways it can go. So you're sitting there, well, of course he means it can go up, it could go down. That's not what I meant. I mean, there are really only two directions. Well, there are only two ways. It's not so much direction as much it is there are only two ways for things to play out over the next month, 2 months, 3 months. So if you're a premium subscriber, you know what that is. Getting back to the mailbag. So the two questions, one about diversification, the other one about taking profits. I'll start with the second one. Now is not the time to take profits. Back in the day, back in 2018, maybe 2019, that was a time to take profits. If something went up, you would not have any expectation that it would keep going up. It might. So you might take, 20%, or maybe take back your the original amount you put in after it does a 2x or 3x. And there weren't a lot of cryptos doing that. But that was just a totally different market, totally different time, the sentiment around it, just the general environment, even the global economic environment. It was just so different that that might have made sense back then, but now it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense to take profits because we're at the beginning of a massive move up in price as a result of a lot of attention and a lot of money and a lot of development coming into this space. So why would you take profits now? It's like, starting a marathon and looking around after the first mile, seeing you're in front and being like, all right, well, I'll sit out the rest of the race. No, just keep going. Keep going, and we're going to keep going. And we're going to have ups, we're going to have downs. We're going to have these big booms, we're going to have these big crashes, and that's just the way it's going to go. But when it all is said and done, you are going to look back in 2 years, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years. You're going to look back and you're going to be very happy that you did not take profits right now, and you're going to be a lot better off for doing so. Now, as far as diversification goes, I have a very strong allocation to Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin for a lot of reasons. I won't get into it right now, but there are a lot of reasons why I believe in Bitcoin. I don't see Bitcoin as a speculative investment at all. In fact, I think everybody should have some Bitcoin. Now, as far as the altcoins go, every single altcoin is a speculative investment for me. Even Ethereum, even XRP, even Tether, really. Although I wouldn't, maybe Tether is the exception, but only because it's probably only about 75 or 80% backed by real money, and maybe even less. And so you just got to be a little careful about that when the dominant stable coin is not fully backed. You got to be a little cautious, but you're not thinking about stable coins. You're thinking about these other cryptos. As far as the altcoins, yeah, they're all speculative. And I'm sorry, I understand, the Chainlink Marines, XRP Army, and everybody. These projects are really interesting. They're very promising. But right now, at this moment, they don't have those massive network effects. They don't have that ironclad use case. They don't have a decade, 11 years of history of people trying to destroy it. Every single day trying to destroy it, like Bitcoin has. So for me, simply because you don't have those things that I look for in a non-speculative asset, I consider all the alts speculative. And because of that, I keep a lot of alts. I have probably about 50. I'm sure I have 50 different alts that I have, where I have well spread around into these alts. And that may seem excessive, but think about it. Think about the strategy behind it. So when you think about it, if we have this alt season, this massive boom, this big bull run everybody's talking about, dreaming about, the 50x, 100x, 1000x returns, everything's going to bend, everything's going to go up, everything's going to explode. It doesn't matter if it's worthwhile or not. It could be a dead project. Substratum, dead. Substratum was legit at one time, and after about a year, the guy in charge posted on Medium, he said, "Hey guys, sorry, we tried, it's too hard, I'm giving up." And I think it just went up 20%, like yesterday. That's a truly dead token, and it's going up, and I'll bet you, if we get one of these alt season bull run FOMO manias, the thing's going to fly, and it's not going to make a difference whether it's a dead coin or the most legit of legit, the next Bitcoin. So there's no reason, it doesn't matter. Why would you limit yourself to, 3 or 5 altcoins? If we get that result, all your altcoins are going to go up, no matter how many you hold. If we don't get that result, the ones that succeed are going to be few and far between. It's a very competitive market. A lot of these altcoins do the same thing that all the others do, and they can all be done with Bitcoin. Like, they can't be done with Bitcoin on chain, but with the second layers, with the side chains and other things that people are doing with Bitcoin to improve on Bitcoin. Pretty much most of the things that altcoins are doing, you'll be able to do with Bitcoin. And if Lightning Network takes off, these things they'll wither away, but some will succeed. They'll get those network effects. They'll be battle tested and proven, and they'll serve a real, valid, and very, very, very lucrative need for people. And at that point, the value of those tokens is going to be so great, it will make up for, just one of those will make up for all other 50 going to zero, and it will make up for it many times over. But if you're not invested in all those different projects, you will never, you're killing yourself. You're not giving yourself an opportunity to find those diamonds in the rough. That's my general sentiment about it. As far as proportion, when I started the newsletter, I was about 30% to 70% ratio of Bitcoin to altcoins. Now, because alts have really started running, they started picking up steam, it's about 20% Bitcoin, 80% alts, and I expect that the ratio of Bitcoin to alts will go down, even though the total portfolio will grow. So I think, okay, so I already went to taking profits. Don't do it. Diversification. Now you have my thoughts about diversification. Bitcoin, what it'll do. If there's anything else, email me, mark@markhelfman.com. And, I'll try to get back to you within maybe 2 days. That's a goal. So far, I've been pretty good about it. And, it gets a little bit harder as the newsletter grows. I get more emails. So, if I don't quite get you within 2 days, please bear with me. I make it a priority to try to squeeze out time to get back to you guys. You guys support me. I'm here to support you. We're in this together. It's going to be amazing. What the next year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years is going to be absolutely amazing. And, we're all going to be together. It's going to be awesome. Lots to look forward to. Please keep in touch, relax, and enjoy the ride.